up guys, I hope you are all doing well. We have a super special guest today known as Crepsaholic. This is Ash and he is going to be talking us through some super special things, and he's got a very exclusive pair that he's showcasing today, and I cannot thank him enough for being on this channel. Stay tuned guys. Ash, talk to me. Tell me a bit about you.
What would you like to know? I'm in my 30s, been collecting sneakers for over 10 years, 12, 13 years probably. I stopped collecting. I gave away about 300 pairs in 2013. I just fell out of love at the whole culture, everything, and I took a load to Sudan. That's where I'm from. So I just gave them out to family, friends, random people who needed them, things like that. And between 2013 and I'll say 2016, 17, I probably didn't buy a single pair of shoes. Maybe the odd one, but really not like before. And then it really picked up from 2017. I started getting back into it, buying things, odd things, and yeah, past 3 years, yeah, I've been back in the game again. Started my Instagram because I found that's the new way of getting trainers. I know probably later than most people, but in December 2019, or yeah, December, January last year, so not very long at all.
Amazing. So how did you first get into it? What kind of drew you in?
So how I started, I was born in Sudan and I grew up in Sudan. I came to the UK in 1999. And over there, you couldn't get Nikes or Jordans. And what drew me in was, I'm a big fan of basketball, and it was Michael Jordan. I always wanted to have the Jordan 1 Chicago's. That's my all-time favorite shoe. At that time, couldn't get it in 1999. It was expensive. Mom couldn't afford it at the time. So I got a 17, 18. I was working. I had a bit of money. Grew up a bit more. I came across quite a bit of money, and I was literally going into Foot Locker, just buying every single. It was the Air Max 90 at that time, which I was buying. I had every colorway. I'll go in every Saturday and I'll buy 2 or 3 different colorways, and it was like that for a few while. Then I started diversifying again and going into my SBs and Jordans, and they pretty much make up 80-90% of my collection now.
I can see it behind you. It's looking crazy.
That's part.
Is that your pride and joy?
Yeah.
No,
That's part of it, but yeah, that's how I started, really.
Amazing. And then
here I am.
Yeah, you're literally, I was looking at your Instagram. You've got some incredible pickups there, like slightly jealous. I did pick up, you said you fell out of love with, what made you fall out of love with it?
It was the whole scene. I didn't like it. You couldn't get trainers that you wanted. It was so hard, and you had to go out your way so much to get a shoe. I've done the camping and all that kind of stuff in the past. And I think I got to that stage where I was like, right, I'm not going after this anymore. And I spent some time traveling as well.
Okay.
And the thing for me, what really made me fall out of love with it was not being able to get the Jordan 1 Chicago, which released in 2013. And to this day, that's a shoe that I'm still looking for.
On your list.
And that's how my whole journey started. So it almost feels as if I've done a whole reset.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, this year, obviously, well, 2020, we saw the big pandemic happen. Did you ever kind of have another doubt whether it was for you? Because I don't know about yourself, but I personally have found it difficult last year to pick up, because I felt like everyone was jumping into it, maybe because they were bored, just people looking to buy to resell because there's profit in some of the trainers. People can see money in it, and that obviously ruins the game for people like yourself.
It does, and it is disheartening, more so recently than last year. for example, the latest one I've been really disheartened about was the Jordan 1s 85s. I tried to get that. I couldn't get it so many different ways.
Yeah.
And then what really grinds my gears, Offspring, for example.
Okay.
From their raffle, I know people that won, and they were in my DM because they won. They knew I was after them, trying to sell it straight away. And I understand there's a large profit margin on trainers, the resale market.
Yeah.
And it does drive it, but now it's almost become, it's not what people like, it's what the value of the shoe is.
Absolutely.
For example, I was buying Dunks when they weren't popular.
Yep.
And literally shredding them, wearing them for all types of things, skating. Yeah. But nowadays it's a lot harder. I'm not going to show you I don't even know where the rest of this is, but you don't see one of these very often.
See it though, but that's how they're meant to be worn.
For example, now it's ripped to pieces, a toe box coming apart, so there's all the pairs like that which I still got that. Pretty much nowadays, I don't even know what they're worth, especially some of these older SBs and things like that. And things go around in cycles. So it's just, I'll always encourage everyone to just buy what they like and things that you'll enjoy.
Exactly. And I feel like some of these people who are getting, what is it, Instagram famous, is that still a term? I'm not really sure. But, you know, from stunting with their kicks, like, do you think maybe people like Offspring might favour someone that's got a better online presence than someone that typically doesn't, even though they're both sneakerheads?
With Offspring, they do have favourites. It's very clear to everyone. Certain people get the same shoe, get every release. It's very easy for them to access it. But I feel they're also kind of fair, and they do look out for collectors and things like that. But it's not as it was a couple years ago. Now a lot of people are in it just for the aftermarket value and for the hype, whatever you want to call hype, which is it's essentially what's the most realistic, what costs the most tends to be the coolest now, which isn't always the case. It's buy things that you like, and price doesn't always dictate a shoe, a resale price. I get it. Like, for example, the Dior's. There's 8,000 pairs, they're very limited, and the price skyrocketed. Everyone wants a pair of Dior's. There's 5 million people that entered that raffle. I know for a fact, nowhere near that many, even those 8,000 pairs, 90% of them are on the aftermarkets and resale markets. It doesn't make sense.
Definitely. You know, as I saw from your story earlier, I was having a little look, and you have got the exclusive. Can you show it to all of us?
They're not uploaded on the sneakers app yet, but can't really reveal my sources. But
you've got a plug.
Especially with SBs, as I said, I was skating before. I knew I've been collecting. I've got some older SBs as well, so they've always been a lot easier to acquire just because of the relationships I've built over the years. And I have a number of different places, shops, etc., that I communicate with on a regular basis, and I speak to, and not just about trainers. It's a genuine relationship, and that's how you find things develop. Yeah,
no, definitely. You know, now that they are going to, especially the Dunks, they are being raffled out through skate shop. Are you in favour of that?
Definitely, I support it all the way, supporting local businesses. Remember, 90% of these skate shops are small businesses, and a small purchase from a shop like that means a lot more than the likes of Offspring, who have the backing of Office behind them, which are big corporations. This is essentially the guy working there owns the place, so it's very different, and I'm always for it. Support your local skate shops.
And can you give any advice for anyone wanting to pick up genuine sneakerheads, you know, going forward? Is it just a gamble?
It's buy what you like. And if you really want something, like, for example, these Carpet Dunks, I probably entered close to 50 raffles.
Wow.
Someone hit me up and said, we've got a pair for you if you want it, because A, they know, one, I won't resell it, and I'm a collector, so it'll stay here and it'll be with me forever, and probably go on my feet tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you think as well, I wanted to ask, now that, I mean, I'm not really sure about this whole Brexit thing, but is this going to stop you from raffling abroad? Because there's a few ones abroad that we enter that might be affected.
I've got a few, as I said, I've got good relationships with various skate shops, and that's not just in the UK, also in Europe.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a few dunks from abroad. It just takes longer to receive them. But for me, I don't have that online presence. I don't need to post it, be the first one to post a picture. I just like the shoes.
Yeah.
So if I...
the whole Brexit thing, are they still able to ship over here? How does it work? Do you know?
They are able to ship. To be honest, Brexit, they've just extended the deals. They're revising the trade agreements and stuff. So no one really knows what will happen, but
absolutely. Okay.
It is impacting. You can see it in the supplies of shoes. So we're getting less, and certain shops are limiting UK entries. But then likewise, or on the other hand, UK shops are also not are raffling just for UK residents, and it works both ways, I guess.
Do you have a top 3 of your whole collection? I mean, I must admit that must be hard. Are they the Strange Loves I can see?
Got the Strange Love Chunky Donkeys. Most SB dunks I'll get. 1 minute, I'll show you them.
Them Strange Loves I will get one day. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, you've got them as well? Oh my gosh. They were very hard to get, them ones. I missed the raffle.
These were rarer than...
I probably took an L anyway, but you know.
The Habibis are extremely rare.
Didn't they do a surprise drop or something of those?
Because I think my last win was a couple of years ago.
Yeah. That's something that I don't like talking about. That app is just a myth.
3 trainers, that's very hard. Here it goes.
I'm excited.
For different reasons. Is this...
Okay. Good choice.
The Jordan 3 black cements.
And why?
You can wear it with anything. It's I just threw Michael Jordan watching him. That's my, so it's, for me, it's SB Dunks and Jordans really. And the fact that he's played in them, they're so legendary. I only actually wore them once. But yeah, they're just, again, as I told you, soles are dirty and stuff. But when they come out, I'll definitely try and get them. The last release with the Nike Air on the back, I only managed to get one.
Yeah.
But they weren't that difficult to acquire, if I'm honest. I just didn't go hard enough to get them.
What's next?
Second pair is this.
Right, okay. Why?
It's an Air Max 90 Air Attack pack. These released in 2009.
Okay.
It was the first shoe I got more than one shoe of, so I had 4 of these.
Of that exact one?
Of this exact same shoe.
Did you wear them, then buy them to replace it, if that makes sense?
No, I bought them because I bought one.
Right.
One.
Right.
And I loved it so much, I went back to the shop. They were sitting, this was 2008, people weren't into traders like that. So I went back next week. I said, all right, give me 2 more. And I loved them so much, and people were seeing them, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get one. And this I think was one of the first Nike Air Max releases with the black box, the sliding black boxes. I have a
love-hate relationship with them boxes, can't lie.
I don't like them neither, but I don't have the box, and it had a special box, so even the pattern within the Nike tick on the box and stuff, it had, 1 minute, let me get the insole out. So it had like this kind of print all over it on the box, and it had a green tick on the box just to the contrast and stuff. But yeah, this is the last of the 4 that I have left. So yeah, I gave one away. My cousin wanted one. I visited Sudan and I gave him one. Another one, it just peeled off. I wore it so much, and even this one, it's pretty much on its last legs now. Yeah. If you can see the soles, I'm trying to find them anywhere. They're not on StockX. You can't buy them. You just can't find them. Yeah, that holds sentimental value to me. And as I've said, I had 4 of them, all kinds of memories in this shoe. They've traveled 3, 4 continents. They've been with me everywhere. So
the final one, what you're going to go for your top 3?
The last one, I absolutely love this shoe. I'm still trying to make up my mind, but I think I'm going to go with this as it was on my feet.
Okay, this is important, so you need to make the right choice.
It's too hard, and this decision is chopping and changing in my head as I'm speaking to you. But I'm going to go with the last shoe that I've had on my foot. So it's these. I'm not sure if you...
Okay, I'm not too familiar with these.
Black laces as well. But the MF Doom's a rapper. He recently passed away. I think it was last year. So the price of this shoe just shot up now on StockX. They're going for grands. That's his signature thing. So it's just all the little details, and actually the quality on this shoe. So you got the ostrich leather there. You can see it.
Yeah.
The quality of materials, the suede. This shoe's an older shoe, so this is 2007. Nike we're doing it's very different to how the shoes are made today. The quality of the materials used, things like
For me personally, I feel like the material is getting worse. I don't know if that's common. It is, right?
Materials, quality control is getting worse.
Yeah. For me, these, like, I know they released in the black, but the black ones, it didn't look all that.
Quality is just shabby. Like, for example, if you look at the back of here,
they were the ones. Yeah.
Too bad, but there's fingerprint marks of someone had glue, and you can just tell they've touched the shoe and things like that. Like there, you can see it. I'm not sure if you can pick it up in the camera. Of quality control, and at the same time, these companies such as Nike, they're mass producing a huge amount of trainers. So I always tell my friends and people whenever we're speaking about trainers, especially with Dunks, you have to remember the price point and the margins that they're really making. So the cost of manufacturing, this is a shoe that retails for less than £100, £90, £85. So yeah, expect a little bit of poor QC, but Nike should really do better. For example, another person, so I only really collect Nikes mainly, 80-90% of my collection. I do have some New Balances. I just got rid of all my Adidas. We can come on to that in a minute. But...
yeah, I was about to delve into that, but yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I can see it's very clear you're a Nike fan. Have you got anything against Adidas?
Yes.
If you choose Nike or Adidas?
My favorite silhouettes are all Nike.
Okay.
I did like a few things from Adidas. I did have a very large Yeezy collection, but I actually got rid of all my Yeezys recently and just offloaded them because of this Adidas thing. And historically, I collected Adidas Superstars. This was 10 years ago or so. They were a large part of which I gave away, and just with Adidas, why I stopped. It's more of a political stance, and it's all to do with how they treated the Uyghur Muslims in China, and they actually suppressed some of their athletes of speaking against it, such as Mesut Ozil. He lost a 30 million euro contract because he spoke against the injustice in China. But this is a large market for Adidas, so they actually removed him from their roster, which is, I always try and do the right thing and stand for the right thing. Said, you know what, I'm not buying any more Adidas. I'm not supporting the company, and I got rid of all my Adidas shoes.
What are you most excited for 2021? What coming? Obviously, you've seen the exclusive, but what else are you excited for?
I want to see what Jordan brings. So for me, I'm a big fan of Jordan 4. There's a few nice Jordan 4s that are on the way, like the one that's dropping tomorrow.
I'm fairly still new to the sneaker game, but you know, getting wins and like when the release day is, you prefer getting them on release day, kind of going into the shop, No? Are you not bothered?
For me, I'm not bothered as long as I get the shoe. I've got shoes here that I've probably not worn that are years old. So
Yeah.
it's just, if I've got it, I'll wear it eventually, just when the right time comes. And I tend to find that things come my way eventually if you wait. For example, this pair of shoes.
I'm all about manifesting, so oh.
You got this pair of shoes. I swapped the laces out with the Travis Lowe laces, but this pair of shoes I didn't get release date, nothing. I was really wanted it. Someone bought them and they didn't actually want them, so they managed to get a pair. And I said, yeah, and I got it for £200, which is back. This was 2 weeks after release, but this is what you have to remember. At the time, Jordan 4s weren't popular, and the cost of these things just kept going up and up and up. Yeah. Whereas those, they weren't selling for much, and he just wanted to offload them. So yeah, it was a great pickup for me.
Would you ever pay resale if you wanted something as much? Even if it was crazy resale? Yes,
I paid crazy resale. The Strange Loves I paid resale for. What they're worth, I got them for £400, which is, I'm willing to pay resale. If I want a shoe, I've gotten to the stage now where if I want a shoe that bad, I will go and pay resale for it. For me, I'm going to wear it regardless. It's not about the price of it, or no, if I like it, I will get it eventually. And even I'll trade some trainers. So for example, this, I got this through a trade with a friend. I could not manage to pick these up any way I tried. So he had a dead stock pair of these, and I had you're gonna laugh at me for doing this crazy trade, but I had a Travis Scott 1 Low. And I thought, you know what, I've had my time with it. I'm not the biggest fan of this shoe. I do like it, but I'd rather have that. So I traded it for that. And people always think of values. It's not just about the value, it's what it means to you as well. Thinking with a lot of these, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I'll post a picture and I'll just say, post this every day, and I'll manifest it into existence, such as the carpet dunks, and that's how they came around. So
I love that. So I'm like manifesting. But no, I appreciate your time. I think we'll wrap it up here. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
All the best. Bye bye.